worst year since 2008. That's what we got in the markets in 2022. NASDAQ down 30, Dow down 10, S&P 500 down 20. I'm rounding those numbers so they're easy to remember. The world is ending. Or is it? Good morning, happy Friday, welcome to Sunrise Small Talk episode number 7. I'm your host, Andrew Hoffmeyer. We're here in the office, 6:43 in the morning, 68 degrees, nice and comfy in here. Before we get into talking about markets, I want to hear about your resolutions and your goals for 2023. I have a lot, but I'll share a couple with you. Number one, had great feedback on these Sunrise Small Talk videos, so I appreciate that. My goal for 2023 is to deliver 52 of them, one every single week. Another goal of mine is to run for 45 minutes every day, rain or shine. So here I am yesterday morning, 11 degrees outside during the sunrise. Actually a pretty beautiful run. So let's dive into this. Are we in a recession? Is there a recession coming? I don't know. What I do know is there's a committee who decides that, and that committee doesn't decide whether or not it was a recession until after the fact. So they have a pretty cool job. They get paid a lot to tell us what we already know, what already happened. One data point sticks out to me. As I sit here today, unemployment is at 3.7%. That's not a sign of a recession. Will it go up this year? Sure, maybe. I don't know. We can really get into the weeds with a lot of this, but ultimately, think of the economy as a car crash victim. 2020, the economy had a car crash, and instead of assessing the damage, we decided to just pump the economy full of morphine, free money, everybody gets a check, money's free to borrow, and we didn't assess the damage. Now we're starting to see some of those broken bones, some of those cuts, some of those scrapes. Some of that is surfaced throughout 2022, and the market said, ooh, I don't like this. There's some underlying problems that we didn't diagnose properly in 2020. So here we are. What's going to happen going forward? Nobody knows, but I'll give you this takeaway. In the last 100 years, there have been 5 instances that the market had 2 back-to-back negative years in a row, 5 times in the last 100 years. Odds are in our favor that that will not happen again in 2023. Additionally, let's go back to the most recent bear market, 2008. Horrible markets in 2008, but what happened in 2009? Well, the NASDAQ was up 40%, the Dow was up 20%, and S&P 500 was up 20%. Again, rounding there so the numbers are easier to remember. That gives me hope if we're just looking at this from a probability standpoint. And again, we can get into the weeds on all the data. That's something we can do in the office here. But I just want to give you sort of an encouraging message to start your Friday morning. And again, if you're working with me, this is something that we've already built into your plan. We knew up front that we were going to have some negative years. Last year, unfortunately, was one of them. We felt that it hurts, but we're playing the long game here. So happy Friday, happy New Year, and have a great weekend. This is the last time you'll see me in my 30s, turning the big 4-0 on Sunday. Take care.